What is up, guys? It's Moosie here bringing you guys another video. Today we're going to do another Ghost Basic Tips video, and today it's going to be about pistol switching and running faster with a pistol. In some ways you can really get a jump on your opponents in a couple different game modes I wanted to show you, mainly competitive modes, but this is a tip that you just have to kind of figure out when it'll work for you the best. You can do it every game, you can do it in every game, but it's mainly for the beginning of games and mainly search and destroy. That's what it's really going to help you in. That's what mainly competitive players use it for as well. Excuse me. So, to get right into it here, what we are going to be doing is, if you guys don't already know, when you're sprinting with a pistol in Call of Duty, you run a little bit faster. And if you have marathon and agility on, you're just going to run faster. But it comes down to the mobility and the speed of weapons. So if you're running around with a light machine gun or a sniper and assault rifle, you're going to run slower. And it's just going to be, it's like you have a more bulky weapon in your hand, and it's harder for you to sprint with it, which makes sense. And if you're running with a pistol or any smaller weapons, really like a submachine gun, you'll be able to run quicker and get to the place you want to be at quicker and faster, and just it makes everything a lot easier. But one thing that secondaries are not really used that much, but pistols have a unique ability, basically, is that you can switch between a pistol faster. So it's your secondary, you can Y tap or switch it back and forth a little bit faster. So what that helps doing is you make a class, let's say the beginning of a search and destroy. You would make a class with a pistol as the secondary, and then you put like marathon or something on there to make you run a little bit faster. And what you can do is, as soon as you spawn, you switch to your pistol and you sprint to the spot you want to go to. That way you will likely beat your opponent to their spot faster. How that helps is, let's say you get to your spot slower and it's a very popular spot. What I can think of is Warhawk, the back white truck. People are going to look there. They're going to look right there. And if you're just getting up there while they're already looking there, you're going to die. But if you sprint there with a pistol, you may get there earlier. You may be able to get set up on the white truck, and you may be able to look at their spot and get their kill, or kill them instead of them killing you. So it can be very pivotal in the movements of a search and destroy game. But it can also be very vital in other game modes, such as Domination or Blitz, which are the other two game modes. It's more useful off the break, right off the beginning, because, as I said, just like in Search and Destroy, you can sprint quicker to a spot, and you'll be able to beat your opponents to that spot. Domination, the B flag. In Blitz, it could be a pivotal point on the map for your team to get the advantage there. So you can do something like that with a pistol, which helps a lot. Also, in the middle of a game, it may help you also off-spawn sprint somewhere. You switch to your pistol and you sprint somewhere. You just have to be careful with that, because as soon as you switch to your pistol, your weapon of choice right now, if someone catches you off guard, is a pistol. You're not going to be able to switch back to your assault rifle or whatever quick enough. You may be able to if you get lucky, but the chances are you're not going to be able to switch back quick enough to be able to get that kill. So you have to be in the right position, and you have to know that there's probably no enemies around you, so you can sprint to your position. The other way to do this is in Search and Destroy. If you have a class such as a submachine gun or something with agility marathon, you use that off the break, you sprint to the position you want to go to, and as long as you don't shoot a bullet, you don't throw a stun, you don't throw a grenade, you don't get stunned, and you don't get shot, you can switch your class, and I think it's the first 10 seconds or 12 seconds of the game. So, there's a little preview on screen of me doing it, actually, of where I used a submachine gun class. I ran to a corner, and then I didn't get shot or anything like that. I beat them to the corner, and then I switched to an assault rifle, because it was a little bit, to me, I felt like I would have a better chance of winning gunfights there with an assault rifle. Sometimes I'll use a submachine gun, but I mean, that's just on one map, that's just one spot. You could use that on any search map, get to any spot you want to go to. So let's say there's like a sniper platform. I don't know why this is coming to my head, but let's say there's a sniper platform, and you start off in search, you sprint up there with a submachine gun, and then you switch to an assault rifle so you can win those long-range gunfights. That's just one example. You can really mesh this and mold this into your game style, your play style, and how your team is playing in Search and how the other team is playing in Search and Destroy. So I hope this tip kind of helped you guys out. It's kind of an obvious tip, but I mean, it can really be useful, and it can be very useful if used correctly with the right classes and in the right situations. So I hope this helps you out. Please like this video for more of these videos coming out. Sub if you guys have not already, and I'll see you guys in the next video coming out here soon. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.